Oh, we good. Oh, good. Excellent. Come on in, family. Come on in, fam. All right, we good. Doing good, Tracy. Grand Risings, Colleen. Grand Risings. Sarah, hello. How are you today? Brother Dan, I'm just thinking about you. Come on in, fam. Paris. All good from Paris. Mm-hmm. Brother Bill's in the house. Greetings to the family. Tachi 13 today. Original 13. Let me ask y'all a question, soul group, while y'all here. Before everybody else get in, we'll start out with a little question. Are you familiar with the, what do I say, is it a theory or concept? It's a concept. It's a concept. I don't know who has the credit for that concept, but, or theory. The theory is based on, the idea of change, the theory of change, and there's several different theories out there. But the reason that I ask is because when we study the 13 original movements in Tai Chi, the way that Master taught them to us. Hold on for 1 second, fam. Let me turn that down and make sure we can hear each other well. But anyway, as I was saying, when Master taught us the original 13 movements, right? Tai Chi 13, he broke the movements down, each movement down, into six pieces or 6 phases. And we call those phases the 6 phases of change. So we'll have 8 primary forms that we talk about, 8 primary movements, right? And those 8 primary movements are combined with 5 steps. So 8 plus 5 is 13, right? You get where I'm going with this? So 8 plus 5 equals 13. That's how we come up with the original 13 movements. Now those eight original forms or postures, you and I, we are going to break those movements down into 8 pieces. And I want you to be familiar with the individual pieces of each of the movements. And we started going over those before. But I didn't put so much emphasis on the necessity of memorizing the different parts of the movements. Family, can you hear me well? The audio okay? I want to make sure the audio is good. Also, if you have not gotten in the habit of having a pen or pencil, some type of writing instrument nearby, or maybe you have a super good memory and you can memorize all of these details. You can hear me well? Okay, good. So I want to talk about family. Let's see who's here. Yeah, we can go ahead and start right now. We'll start talking about it right now. And maybe someone can type this stuff in as we talk. If you would, one of you or a couple of you, if you would type this into the chat here so that everybody can keep up with it. All right? And I'm going to also explain this as we do the movement as well. But starting out, if someone would type on the screen, phases of change, 6 phases of change, 6 phases of change. Everything comes from nothing, right? Everything comes from nothing. Everything out here in the universe, everything that you can see in this room came from nothing, right? All of it, everything that we can see, everything that we can perceive came from nothing, no thing. In the arts, the Chinese arts, Tai Chi specifically, we talk about, I'm going to always talk about Tai Chi perspective because that's all I know, okay? Other arts may share the same theories, same concepts. I can't speak for those. Only I can speak for what I know. Thank you, Brother Rob. Thank you, Brother Bill. 6 phases of change. So the very first phase is everything comes from no thing, also known as Wu Ji. Thank you, Sister Colleen. Also known as no thing, Wu Ji. Yeah, man, I wasn't able to get on earlier. It wasn't loading up the live stream, but it came up. So here we are. Let's take advantage of this time. Brother Gary, we're talking about the 6 phases of change and how everything comes from no thing, before thought, right? So the first phase of change, and you can write this down, is what we call pre-contemplation. Pre-contemplation. It's before thought. That is the Wu Ji phase. Wu Ji, nothing. First phase is pre-contemplation. That is before any thought, any idea, nothing at all. Now, nothing is very powerful, this phase, because it's where everything comes from. It's where all possibilities come from, right? Now, the second phase of change is, this is where the thought starts to arise. I got an idea. Everything in existence comes from an idea. Somebody had to think of it, right? So now we're moving from pre-contemplation into contemplation. Now, I'm going to draw a parallel and show you how these words are actually coming into place inside of our Tai Chi form, because it's also very relevant for movement as well. Before movement, there's no movement. Before movement, there's no thought of movement. There's just stillness, right? Right? We start from Wu Ji, stillness, no thought. Come on in, family. Come on in, fam. Yeah, we just warming up here, a little Tai Chi table talk. And we're talking, if you look in the chat, you can see some people been putting some information down where we're talking about the phases of change, the 6 phases of change. Some people may talk about 5 phases. There's different people, different theories, but I'm only sharing with you what has been shared with me, right? The first phase, as Brother Bill typed in right here, the first phase is pre-contemplation. It's before you even have a thought come to your mind. There's nothing to even think about. Wu Ji, nothing. Next, we move into where we start to get a little inkling of a thought, an idea. A bright idea may come to mind. A new invention, a new movement, whatever it may be. This is the thought. This is contemplation. Phase 2. Now here we are moving into phase 3. I got an idea. once I get that idea, I start to prepare, right? I start to prepare to take action. I haven't taken action yet. This is only a preparatory phase. Number 3, preparation. Okay, y'all follow me now. Good. Good. Thank you for typing that in, fam. So we have pre-contemplation, contemplation, and preparation. So these things that I'm sharing with you are obviously very important to Tai Chi, or I wouldn't be mentioning them at all. Okay? After preparation, now we move into action. Now we're in action now. The movement is taking place already now. This is the 4th phase, action. Time for some action. I give you a chance to get that. Come on in, family. Brother Sparky, I was worried about you, family. I was worried about you. I'm glad you came in. And by the way, you are not the only one who's not getting the notifications, my brother. For some reason, the family's not getting the notifications. My brother here from the MMA Dojo, Mo Dojo. So Brother Rob says the 3rd phase of change is preparation. The 4th phase is action. Brother Bill says the 4th phase of change is action. We got 2 more, family. So once we go into action, right, we have to maintain that action. We maintain, so that is called maintenance. Number 5 is maintenance. Number 5 is maintenance. I'm glad to see y'all writing this information down, family. And I'm going to show it to you inside the Tai Chi form. Yeah, we're going to break it down, family. Break it down, minuscule. And then number 6. Number 6. Brother Rob says, Number 6 is the ending of change. So the change is coming to an ending. Number 6. So did you get that, family? Somebody do me a favor and type all of them in there together, 1 through 6. Type 1 through 6 before change. For any thought at all. 6 phase, ending of change. And once we get to 6, you know it starts right back over again, right? Right back to that symbol back there. Right back to pre-contemplation. So it's a continuous cycle. It's a continuous cycle. It revolves. Talking about the phases of change, family. And now we're going to show how those phases of change are present inside of our Tai Chi form. Specifically, 2 postures I want to go over today. Brother Gary shot a question at me. Listen up, family. Brother Gary says, does maintenance include refinement? Does maintenance include refinement? So I want you to think of it like this, my brother, and everyone else. In terms of refinement, refinement happens. It's going to happen naturally with our awareness, right? And with the intention of refining. If we have no intention of refining and we're just haphazardly going through the movement, that movement never get refined. We can do it forever and ever and ever. It'll never get refined. It may improve a little bit, but if we're just haphazardly going about something without mindfulness, we're just training to do it basically incorrect. Because there is a correct and an incorrect way of going about doing things. Where would intent fix? Where would intent fix? I'm not so sure I understand that question, my brother Dan. Where would intent fix? I'm not so sure that I grasped that question, and I apologize for that. Sometimes the type rating. Oh, okay. He says fit. Let me look. So where does intent fix? Fit. Where does intent fit? Well, intent, I wouldn't necessarily say that it's one of the phases. I wouldn't say that intent is one of the phases inside of the phases of change. But as Brother Bill just says here, he says maybe inside of preparation. You get that? Right. So as we're preparing, we can also make sure that our intention is in the right place during the preparation phase. That makes sense? Right. Perfect. So first you come up with the second phase was the thought. Right? Now I have the thought or the idea. And then during preparation, you can add your intention into that idea. That makes perfectly good sense to me. I hope that makes sense to you as well, Dan. Thanks, Brother Bill, for shooting that out there. So let's go, family. And you can look those phases of change up online. You'll see variations of it. This particular theory or concept basically can be added to, or it can be seen in all types of different models, dealing with people behavior. How do we change a behavior? You know, how do we adapt new behaviors, new activities? It all goes through the same phases of change. Hey, Sister Lynn, let's get started, family. Thank y'all. So first, we're going to get started. We're going to bow in as usual and get started. And then we're going to go through a very simple posture that we've been going over many, many times. Now, I see you all as family, so that's why I put so much emphasis in these little details, these little subtle things that may be boring to most people. People don't find value in it. I'm not concerned with those people. I'm only concerned with you, family, because I know you're serious about your practice, and this is going to elevate your practice. So anybody who thinks that this like useless information, they obviously came to the wrong live stream. This is only for you, soul group. That's it. So let's go. Most people are moving way too fast anyway. So here we go, family. Let's bow in. Yeah, I'm going to put one more thing before I get started. People been asking about the t-shirts. People wanting to buy the t-shirts. So I'll have some information up for you soon in regards to getting the t-shirts, okay? Absolutely. I know I love them too. They're dope. Let's go. Go ahead and take your stance, family. We always start out, you know how we start out. It's the simple things that's going to make your Tai Chi phenomenal. It's the simple things that people miss, the connection. You know, people looking at these big movements, that's not it. It's the transitions. All those different phases inside of the change, that's what's important. So here we go. Relax the mind. Relax the body. Relax the breath. Relax your eyes also, fam. Let's begin with a breath out. That exhale. That exhale takes the body downward and we extend the crown point. And then we begin to bounce back up from that rebound force. That's what we want. This is the offering of self. Just saying that I'll be mindful that I'm here. Saying thank you to all the teachers, not only to myself and not only to you, but all of the students to train, because we have that mutual respect for each other. We can't say thank you enough, family. Twist. Elbows are going away from me, out to the sides. Open the fist. And then exhale, breathe out. We'll begin today with 6 breaths of air. Breathing in just like this. Simple movement all the way up. Simple, very simple. And then exhale. You know it's nostril breathing, right? Good. Really focus on breathing in the nose and out of the nose, family. That's it. Breathing in the nose and out of the nose, we activate a part of our body that puts us into the phase of relaxation, the opposite of fight or flight. We want to get into that parasympathetic nervous system. We want to master that. Inhale. All the way up. And then all the way down. Imagine the breath traveling through your body. That was 6, family, for me. And then here we'll do this one. Circle. And then inhale. Now the breath is coming up through your tailbone, traveling all the way up your spine, across the top of your head, down the front of your face. Just like that. Very simple but very powerful exercises. Inhale. Take your time. Exhale. Silent breath. Good. Inhale all the way up. Same idea. Same idea. Relax your chest. Check into your skeletal system and make sure that there's no tension. Your muscular system is relaxed as well. Your feet are softly placed on the floor. Check the whole body. Yes. Last one, coming up. Inhale all the way up. And then exhale down. That's it. Last one. That was it right there. Back to ready position. Just like this. So let's get into the 6 phases of change inside of this very first Tai Chi posture. I want you to remember this, family. I want you to be able to explain this to someone just as clearly as I'm able to explain it to you. You heard that? I want you, hey, Miss Cook is here. Long-term student. 20 years ago? Whew. First movement, you've seen it many, many times, man. Upward and downward form. Upward and downward form. Not a fancy name, right? Directional. But remember, everything comes from no thing, right? So this is the way we're going to break this down. As you exhale and the body begins to sink down, the arms, I'll turn sideways. The arms are now beginning to go forward. That's 1. 1. Arms forward. And the body is moving forward also. So I'm not just moving the arms like this. The arms and the body are moving together in the same direction. 1. So 1 is forward. You can write this down if you wish, and then we'll go through it. 1 is forward. 2 is up, upward. And it comes up to shoulder height. That's up. 3 is pointing to infinity. Pointing to infinity. The fingertips are extended. So I went from here to here for 3. Number four is the wrists. The wrists are seated now, right? But when number 4 starts, the wrists will pull back. The wrists will begin to pull back. That's 4. 5 is fingertips point straight up towards the sky. Elbows are pointing down. That's 5. 6 is ending the change, right? 6. Sink down. 1, move forward. 2, rise up. 3, extend out to infinity. 4, pull back with the wrists. 5, fingertips point up. 6, sink down. Now, although there's 6 pieces, we want to get to the point where those 6 pieces are all connected seamlessly. There's no interruption, no stopping in between the phases. All right? So, me being an onlooker, if I'm watching you do your movement, I should not be able to differentiate any stopping and going inside of those 6 parts. Those 6 parts are broken down so that you can have more awareness and make sure that you're covering the full range of motion. That makes sense, family? Right? So if you know the 6 phases, you will know the space that you should occupy with the movement. You see what I'm saying? You see how important that is? Because only one little inch off can take you miles away from the destination. 1 inch off can take you miles away from the destination. You're getting what I'm saying? You picking it up. That's why I say soul group. Because we resonate together. Go ahead and flow through it a couple times, family, and to yourself, count those numbers out inside of your mind and make sure that you're covering all of those phases. I'm going to give more details inside of that. Keep going. Don't stop while I'm talking, fam. I'm glad you got it, Pam. I'm glad you got it. Thank you. It's not that difficult. Now, there's a few other things that's taking place as you do this movement. Right? The bottom of your feet are getting some acupressure. The bottom of your feet, because you're moving forward on your foot and you're moving backwards on your foot. Your weight. The weight, if my hand was my foot and this was the bottom of my foot, you can feel your weight going backwards and forwards, right? As you move forward, the weight moves forward. Meaning that the rear of your body becomes empty and the front becomes full. Yin is in the back, yang is in the front when you're moving forward. You got it? Also, you remember that third eye that I point out to you, family? How important that is, right? Because we're dealing with our surroundings, our awareness, right? So when we are aware and we move our third eye to the back as we go back, it brings in our peripheral vision. And there's one word I have such a hell of a hard time with. I can't even remember it. It deals with our surroundings. Somebody gonna type it in on the chat. It starts with a P. I can't even think of how to begin the word right now, but it basically deals with how we are situated inside of our space. Anybody know what that word is? I have no idea. It's dealing with spatial awareness, family. So by taking our third eye backwards and forwards, We're working with our spatial awareness. Understood. There you go. I knew you were gonna get it, bro. I still don't know how to. Y'all spelled it different. Gary, you spelled it different from Pam. And then Bill spelled it different. No, Bill, I wasn't talking about peripheral vision. I got peripheral vision. Sister Pam, I think you got it. Proprioception? Brother Gary spelled it different. Yeah, that thing. That thing right there. You know what I'm talking about. Proprioception. Yes. Proprioception. That's it. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So what does that mean? What does that word mean that doesn't want to come off of my tongue? Proprioception. Our spatial awareness. This is a way to exercise that. Also, remember this. Soft eyes. Bringing in that hawk vision. Bringing in that peripheral vision. This doesn't do it. That's going to be concentrated on one thing. But this is concentrated on everything. All right? Work that inside of your phone. All right, so let's move on now. Let's move on now, family. You got the 6 phases for upward and downward, right? You know all 6 pieces of that. And I'm happy now. I'm happy now. So here we go, family. Next one we're going to do out of the original Tai Chi 13 is, we've been doing the ward off, but I have not been telling you the 6 different parts that are involved inside of the ward off. So let's do that and let's train some ward off. We'll do a little of that and then we'll move into some Tai Chi flow. How about that? Let's do that. Start right here. Start right here. Make sure you train that upward and downward, family. Get it in your mind, those 6 phases. All right, now, I want you to begin to allow your body to kind of transfer from left to right. Center, left to right. Body's moving over from side to side. All right? Good. Getting completely full over here. See? And the opposite, same thing, completely full. Right. Good. So now, here we go. Follow me. Twist. Take a little step towards the corner. Tiny, not too big. Take your Tai Chi ball and place it on the floor right here. Leave it there for now. Leave it right there. As you step towards me with your left foot. Now, we're getting ready to do the 6 phases of change for ward off posture. Ward off. You should remember ward off. Just like you remember upward and downward, you should remember the words ward off. All right, add that to your vocabulary. So here we are. First part of the ward off is to go down. This is the down. 1. 2 is pick it up. It's my whole body's picking up, not just my arm. My whole body picks up the Tai Chi ball. That's 2. 3, turn. I turn just like this, see? That's 3. Let's do it again, just to make sure we have it. So 1, sink down. 2, crown point pulls me up. Crown point pulls me up. Straight up. 3, turn right into the ward off. See the shape already there? See the shape? That's 3. 4, this is 4, very important. 4 is Imagine that this hand and this hand are placed on a sheet of paper, and you want to stretch that paper, like trying to separate the paper. So the front arm is pulling forward, the back hand is pulling back. That's 4. Got it? All right, you got it. That's 4. 5 is sink down. 6 is, I'll turn sideways. 5 is sink down. 6 is go forward and release. 6 is go forward and release. And then we can come back around again. Let's do it again, family. 1, sink down. You can go as low as you wish. 2, straight up. 3, turn. 4, here's 4. Remember the separation here? Forward and backwards. 4. 5, before moving forward, we want to make sure that we sink. Now, although I'm sinking, family, although this is going down, this is going down, this is going up. We want upward and downward at the same time. That's a habit that I had to break. My Sifu always getting on me. He's like, you have down, but no up. Especially when I do my snake creeps down. He says, oh, you can get very low, but your structure is broken. You have no up. So we have to have up and down at the same time. Just like we have forward and backwards. We have forward and backwards same time. We also have to have upward and downward at the same time. Kim, don't worry about it, sister. I'll save the video for you. You can watch it later. Brother Sparky says I look mean when I use my soft eyes. Those are the serious eyes, my brother. Yeah. Y'all getting it, family? So we're talking about the 6 phases of change and how those 6 phases of change are present inside of each posture in the Tai Chi form. Specifically, the original 13. I explained that the original 13 movements are actually only 8 movements with 5 steps. 8 plus 5 is 13. 8 plus 5 is 13. Original 13. Let me read here. 4, pushing with your forearms as the other hand is elbow and that's fine. If you want to think of it from a martial context, that's fine, Brother Sparky. Let's do it again. Let's start from here. Let's start from neutral. Let's start from pre-contemplation. Pre-contemplation will be here. We ain't thinking about nothing. Refining my notes done previously. Good, Pam. I'm happy to hear that. Because I always give a little something different every time. You notice that. But never contradictory, but an add-on. Always an add-on. Here we go, family. Shift. Twist. Here's number 1. 1. Notice I'm not like this, family. Still have my verticality. It's not about how low you can get. You want to have the proper structure. 2, I said come straight up. 3 is the turning. Turn right into the ward-off posture. Here's some more instruction for ward-off. The middle finger of this hand points at the palm center, the Laogong point. Energetically, it's extending right into that. Don't have your hands so close. I can't see you, family, but I know a big mistake is, I say learning curve, not mistake. Most new people, they like this, too close. That's why I said spread that thing apart. Pull it away. All right? Now this front arm, remember on yesterday, I believe it was? I talk about outward and upward from the front arm. It has an outward suggestion. I even use that word, remember? An outward suggestion, and it's also going up. That's palm, ward off. From the beginning. The only way to get it is to keep doing it, family. Shift, twist. Here's number 1. Here's number 2. Here's number 3. I'll turn sideways for 4. 4 is separate the hands. It's like pulling back on a bow, right? Bow and arrow. Pull here. 4. 5, sink. Remember, as you sink down, tailbone goes down, crown point goes up. You have vertical alignment now. Ooh, I felt that. I felt that. Number 6, it's now like you have a boat that's been placed in the water, right? Your body is the boat. It's buoyant now. And it begins to drift forward. And then let go. Let go like this. Let go. Come back. Let's do it one more time. Let's do it one more time. So just turn back. 1, go down. 2, imagine picking that earth energy up, family. Picking it up. From the crown point, pulling me up. Not from pushing down. Don't push on the earth. Be nice to the earth. Just pull yourself up from your crown point. Feel that difference as your crown point pull you up. Feels different, huh? Feels different, huh? 3, turn. 4, stretch it apart. 5, settle down, sinking and rising. 6, let go. Step back. Exhale. Let me know if anybody's not getting it. If you're getting it, let me know. If you're getting it, let me know. Please. 6 components in each movement, family. Did you know that? 6 components in each movement. 6 segments in each movement. Getting it good. Doing good, Brother Gary says yes. Okay, good. All right. So let's do this, fam. You got that information now. And this video will be available. Actually, I'm going to copy this video. I'm going to copy this video just like all of the other ones. I'm going to delete it from Facebook and it'll be on YouTube. Right? I want you to make sure you can go back and review this. I'll title it so you can find it. But now let's move into the first few movements from the form that we've been practicing, okay? So don't forget everything that we just did, but don't focus on that right now. Focus on what we're doing at this moment. All right? Back to the beginning. So let's imagine that we just woke up, we just bowed in, and we're getting ready to begin our Tai Chi original 13 form from the very beginning, right? From the very first step. Let's do that. And we begin with getting our distance right. Don't want this big Shaolin stance. You can do that later. Those big stances make your body so rooted that it's not as easy to move efficiently, right? So we want to have a higher stance. You can play low form later. So here we are, ready position. Pre-contemplation. Check in. Chin in, chest in. All right. Begin with an exhale. Sinking. And also drifting over to my left leg, family. Right foot comes off of the ground. Only the ball of the foot touches the surface lightly, very lightly, like a ninja. And now it begins to turn in towards my 45, this foot. The weight is transferring over. At this point, look at that foot. You saw it? It just peels off the floor naturally, and it slides across the floor softly and begins to turn in on an angle. We call this stance, I'll explain it to you in a minute, shift over, and then back to center. So in Kung Fu, they have different stances or ways that we put our legs. This stance is called a goat rider stance, where the feet are kind of turned in a little bit. And pay attention. Now, just because my feet are turned in, it still does not mean that my knees are not out. Don't want those knees doing this. That's structurally incorrect, right? We want to be structurally sound. Knees are out. This is a goat rider stance. Now we're ready to begin. So let's go ahead. You know the first movement, right? Begin with an exhale. This is the up and downward form now. We just went over the 6 pieces for it. We just went over the 6 pieces for this. Right, you got it now. We're getting somewhere now. Now family, keep flowing here. Watch, as I glance right, I'm shifting left. Looking right. You see what I mean by that? Let's do it again. We're going to get rid of the stopping and going. We want that smooth motion. Extension. Inhale, pulling back. Now as the hands begin to go down, I begin to glance to my right and shifting to my left. Here's my ball being formed. As I take a drop step back, carry Tai Chi ball right side, shifting my weight into my front leg. This is empty now. It can turn free because no weight's on it. Carry Tai Chi ball right side. Very smooth. Now, family, we're going to shift back, straight back. Your front foot, your right foot, turn it towards the corner, the front right corner. Now I want you to shift your weight into that right leg. Just like that. That's called carry Tai Chi ball 45 degrees. The ball is still turning. I only stop for explanation. You saw that move? Right, didn't step much. I just turned that ball over, and now I make sure I'm nice and sunken down and crown up, and now I begin to move forward. This is carry Tai Chi ball, left side. Left side. Simple, huh? Starting to get it now. I'm going to be so happy when we get it and we flow all the way through. It's going to be beautiful, fam. It's going to be beautiful when we get it. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. These first few steps like this, very important. Don't start skipping over that. Don't start skipping over that. I'll tell you why later. Trust me. Let's begin. Sink. Shift. Toe touches ground. My body is relaxed. No tension, no muscular force. Be kind to the earth. Be kind to yourself. Go all the way over and then center yourself. This is the time to get comfortable in your stance. Make any corrections, any adjustments that you need. It's your form. Make sure it feels good to you. And now we are going to begin with upward and downward form. This is a breath in, out to the horizon, inhaling in towards myself, getting ready to glance right. As I exhale down, I shift to my left. The ball is bouncing back up. Carry Tai Chi ball, right side. Right side. Shifting straight back, straight back. The ball is starting to rotate as I turn my front foot towards the right front corner. Shifting over to the 45, carry Tai Chi ball, 45 degrees, continues to transition into carry Tai Chi ball, left side. Very nice. Check your weight right now, family. Get in the habit of making sure that the majority of your weight's in the front leg. Very little on the rear leg. The more you put on the front, the better. Another thing I want you to be mindful of is, if you see my knee, this bone is straight up and down. It's straight up and down. It's not like this. All right? That angle is already compromised. My structure is already compromised, meaning that my weight's going forward. I want this. Now I got something to work with. I'm going to tell you how to make this work better. I'm going to tell you how to get this angle right here, this straight up and down angle, as opposed to this. I want you to feel inside of your body, right inside of this groove inside of here. We call that the inguinal canal, right inside that crease. Do your best to relax those muscles right inside there, right in that crease right there. And then your skeleton can move into place. When you relax the muscles, the bony structure can move. But if the muscles are tight, the bones can't move. When you relax those muscles, you can adjust the bones in a magnificent way, like you didn't even realize you could do. Trust me. You're going to start discovering different parts of your anatomy just by being more relaxed. I know I did. Are y'all picking it up, fam? Are y'all picking it up? What's today? Monday. Okay. I'm going to show the next movement. If you don't get it, it's no big deal, because subconsciously your mind is taking snapshots and taking pictures of the movement, and one day it's just going to bust, it's going to pop out. Boom, you're going to get it. Yes, as Bill just said, the Goat Rider stance is the same stance used in Wing Chun extensively. So, with that being said, my good brother, inside of the temple system, which is the system that I study, right? Our Goat Rider stance is not as drastic as the Wing Chun practitioners. Meaning that I would say maybe it's 35 degrees, right? It's not as angled, right? The angle is not as acute, but it's definitely in between the Goat Rider and the Horse Rider stance. Some people, I'm probably speaking a foreign language, and I'm sorry. You got to get used to the jargon that we use, family. You got to get used to the jargon, and you will. Let's go. Feeling good about this. Ready. Boom. Let's go. All right, let's go. One more time. I'm going to go all the way through it, and I'm going to add one more move. Some of y'all are going to get lost, and that's perfectly okay. Here we go. Start with the breath out, which sinks the body down, and the crown point goes up. And then we begin to go over. Here we go. Toe. Here's that goat rider we were just talking about. Here's that goat rider stance. Slide. Not so much angle. Not so much. Right. Be comfortable. That's it. Center now. Center. Fix yourself. You feel good? Okay, now you're ready to do your form, family. Upward and downward. Inhale. Exhale. Point out to the horizon with those fingertips. Get all 6 parts of this movement. Yeah. Don't leave anything behind. Exhale down. Glance. Shift. Oh, the Tai Chi ball is bouncing back up now. As I carry Tai Chi ball right side. Empty this leg. Empty. Pass through the body. Feel this leg. Now that's empty, it'll follow now, naturally. You don't want to turn that leg when it's weighted, family. Don't make any weighted turns. Shift back. No weighted turns, not now. No, empty them out. 45 degrees. Turning the ball. Shift into the 45. Turn the ball. Turn it. Turn it. There you go. Now carry Tai Chi ball right side. Elbow directly over the knee. Not over here. That's past my knee. You see that? Bring it here. Right there. That's what you want. Over the knee. Now I said I'm going to take you one step further. Some people want to see it. Some people want to see it. I want you to join me in it, family. So here, we'll break it down. Watch. The top hand, top arm, goes up. Just like this. I'll give you a side view. See it? That's the top hand. Just like that. Like you're thumbing a ride. The bottom hand, bottom arm, simply goes down. Like so. I'll show you a side view. Right? So we're here. Now, I begin with my weight in the front leg. I shift into my back leg, which is my right leg. My left leg can turn now. That whole foot, see it? Let me back up. You can't see it. Now you can see it. As I shift back, watch this. Turn. Right on that 45. And now I shift my weight back into this leg, but I turn away from you. I'm facing this was my right hand side in the beginning, so I'm facing this side now. Cat stance. This is what I look like. This foot has no weight on it, the front one. Everything is on the back leg, and that back leg is getting a nice little workout right now. Because Sifu's walking around checking my posture. My leg is burning and shaking, and he's showing me all these things that's not right. And I can't move. Don't you dare move right now. Yeah. Guess what's next, family? A sequence that you already seen. Watch. Ward off. Didn't I just teach you ward off? Didn't I just teach you this? That's what's coming up. We're going to be linking all this stuff together. Let's do it one more time from here. From carry Tai Chi ball right side. Left side, left side. So left leg forward, hold the ball. We're going into cat stance. Going into cat stance. Hold the ball. Shift back, the hands separate. So one ball, you see one ball here? It becomes two, it splits. Shifting back, turn the left foot, and then shift over, and then turn away from me. Turn towards your right. And this is the cat stance. Let me turn towards you now. I want you to make sure that this arm is not like this. You see that angle right there? I just pinched all that off. That's not right. Open that space. Open that space right there. Don't do this. This. Check it. I can't see you, family. Huh? One more time from Carry Tai Chi ball left side, right into cat stance. And we're going to bow out. I know we ran over a little bit. Time goes by fast when we're going over these details. Here we go. Hold the ball. Palms over each other. Remember, this elbow should be over the knee, right? Structurally sound, family. Proper structure, proper function. That's what you want. Make it big. See how big that is? This hand is up by my clavicle. Yes, cat stance, my brother. That's exactly what it's called, cat stance. Brother Gary was asking about this posture that's coming up next. After Carry Tai Chi ball left side, it's cat stance. Now, I'm glad you're writing this down. I'm glad. Great question. Somebody else was wondering. So right at the clavicle area, the top hand, the bottom hand is below my belly button, below my dantian, right here. Big, not this little tiny thing like this. That's no good. There you go. Now start shifting back. Hands are separating. For my martial artists, people who like to think from a martial standpoint, this is cat stance. People who like to think from a martial context, some people do, some people absolutely do not. Whatever resonates with your family, I'm here to accommodate you on all levels. So look, as you go back, this bottom hand, this is like a low block, protecting your lower gate. Protecting your lower gate. The lower gate is anything below your waist. So we're here. This is an upward block or deflection. All right. Something's coming here, I block, boom. Something's coming here, I shift back, block, right? Block here, right? Right, it's just boom. Blocking high and low same time. High and low. And empty, because what if you need to kick? Right? What if you need to kick? That's why this front leg is what we call empty step. A lot of information, huh? All right. Brother Sparky says he also refers to that stance as an empty toe stance. It has many names, I'm sure. But for me, those names would not resonate with me. Only what I remember from what I was taught. And I'll always refer to them as being cat stance. Right? So I want to make sure we speak in the same language. That way there's no confusion. Let's bow out, family. Y'all have any questions? Any more questions before we go? Any more questions before we go? No? Loving the details. Okay, Tracy's loving the details. All right, so now I'm putting it on you all. I'm putting the responsibility on you all to start remembering the 6 pieces. Actually, Brother Gary, we have what we call stork spreads wings. Some people call it crane spreads wings, But this is not it. This is not it, okay? That's not the stork spreads wings. Our stork spreads wings is actually on the other side. Like this. I know it looks the same, but it's on the opposite side. One side is cat stance, one side is stork spreads wings. We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it more later, my brother. Alright? Let's bow out, fam. That was good. We're on the journey now. We're on the journey. And what my plan is, every other day we'll do form. We'll do form one day, and then next day we'll do something different. We'll keep mixing it up. Alright? Let's bow out. Thank y'all very much. I needed this energy boost today. I really did. Let's take a couple breaths. Let's center our mind on our Dantian, our lower Dantian. Okay, take an exhale. Exhale, then feel the rebound force as it takes you back up. Rising up with the earth energy, extended from the fingertips. That's it. This is an offering of self to the universal self. Thank you all. Thank you, Soul Group. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Inhale. Thank you, Sifu. Twist. Open the palm. Open the hand. Open the fist. Separate. Exhale down. Let's do a little circle here, family. Circle. Cross. Include your heart and go all the way down. Inhale up. Imagine just the energy coming out of your palms and making contact with your organs on the inside. Visualize that. Also, if you feel any ailment, anything, let it go away. Just dissipate. Watch it go away with your mind. Mobilize it and move it out of your body. Mobilize it and move it out of your body. Allow it to just go down right here. Right here. The earth is happy for it. It just recycles it. The earth just recycles it. All right. And we come right back up into the prayer palms right here. Right in front of the heart. Right back in front of the heart. And then we step to center. This is like close to close. Closing the energy off back inside of our being. Thank you very much. That was perfect. And like always, I'm such a sucker for a hug. I'm always waiting for it. I'm such a sucker for a hug. We do the virtual hugs, family. Thank you very, very much. Breathe in deeply. Inhale. As the heart resonates and travels energetically, we just travel and meet up somewhere at our special place. The tribe. Gathering. Exhale, breathe out. Excellent. I had a question for you all before you leave, family. Just checking in with you all. How's everybody been feeling, honestly? Have you felt any type of energy shifts in your body, like feeling any different energetically? like feeling more energy, more vibrant, or less energy, anything. I'll share with you how I've been feeling lately, and it's really weird, fam. It's really weird. Let me hit this. Let me do this. I'll tell you what's been going on with me, because we're family, so I don't mind being open and sharing myself with you all. One more time. 3 times the charm. Hold on, fam. Thank you, Seafood. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm a little bit superstitious, or whatever you want to call it, about my little rituals that I do. But they mean something to me. They don't have to mean anything to anybody else, right? But family, energetically, man, I'll tell you what. Yeah, Sister Pam, there you go. So I'll tell you what, I've been feeling like these energy shifts. And it's been going on for a while. You know, everybody been talking about, they've been waiting on December. I forget what day it was, but I don't believe in that. Personally, I don't believe this. It's going to be like just a drastic boom, energy release. Everything's going to change. I don't believe that. But I'll tell you what, I do feel personally like there has been more magnetism inside of the atmosphere. More magnetism in the atmosphere. I've been feeling that. And it's actually been advised to me by my mentor that we actually really focus in during these times on our personal spiritual practices, that we can really get great benefits right now because of the cosmos. You know, everything is cosmos, you know, how everything's lined up planetarily. But I've been feeling drained lately, family. I've been feeling drained lately for some reason. I was just telling my wife, it's like, wow, I don't know what's up with me, man. My energy just feels weird. It feels off. It feels off. I'm just wondering how you all feel. Nothing's changed with my dietary intake. Maybe it's stress because I do have a lot of things going on. Like, you know, a lot of different responsibilities that I've acquired. Maybe I put too much on my plate. I won't say too much. I don't know what it is. But I've been feeling pretty drained. And if it wasn't for my Tai Chi practice, I don't know what I would be like. If it wasn't for like meeting with you all, you know, because this gives me a big energy boost when I do my training with you all. I love it, you know. But I've been feeling pretty damn drained, man. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So I'm just wondering, is it just me? Is it just me? Maybe mentally, maybe the mental stuff I've been going through, you know, organizing these different projects and stuff like that. Maybe that's been draining my energy. I don't know. I really don't. I really don't. You guys got any recommendations or anything, or what? You guys, I mean, for me, no sun. And that's it too, Tracy. It's no damn sunlight. That's it. There's been an overcast lately. That's exactly it. You just hit the nail on the head. You just hit the nail on the head. It's so hazy out. That's it. You just think. I'm glad I asked you all. That's it. That's it. Although I'm outside training, I'm not getting the sunshine. So the vitamin D is probably down. I'll go back. I'll get some vitamin D. I'll pump some extra vitamin D in my body. Some artificial vitamin D. Because there's no sunlight. Wow, can you imagine if we had complete darkness? Yeah, Brother Gary, I did that early. I went out to the park, out under the trees, and I played spear and I played staff out at the park in the sun. is nice, and the weather's wonderful. I was able to take my shirt off, put on some tight shorts. I was able to expose a whole lot of skin and got as much sunlight as possible. But it's not much out here, man. That's exactly it. Order some vegan vitamin D. Yeah, I have some vegan vitamin D in there. I just generally don't take it if I don't have to. I prefer getting sunlight. But I'm getting ready to pop those vitamin D's when I go in the house. I'm going to pop those vitamin D's when I go in. I just thought I'd ask you all, fam. Thank y'all for that. I'm like, what's going on with my energy, man? I don't like not having energy. I don't like it. Yeah, my brother. Van Damon, thank you, my brother. Energy leeches are definitely out there, man. They're definitely out there. Don't go there. I need up what you said about them messing with the sun. There you go. Hey, Sister Tracy. Certain parts of the world, certain countries, they've already experienced blackouts. They've already experienced some blackouts. Remember I talked about that before? It's already going down. It's already going down. The blackouts. So stay tuned here in the US of A. I'm expecting us to get a dose of a blackout. And they said it had something to do with rebooting the grid or whatever it was. I don't know. But anyway. Anyway. We'll do our best to stay healthy. We'll do our best to stay healthy. I'm gonna check off. I'm gonna go in here and I got a couple projects that's in the mix. I need to jump on the computer and put in some work. I'll check in with y'all later, family. Hey, keep up your study, family, with the Tai Chi. Keep up your study. I'm glad to see that you all are actually serious about learning this stuff, and that it's actually having a impact on your life. Nothing makes me more happier than seeing that. Nothing makes me more happier than seeing that. Yeah. I'll talk to y'all a little bit later. I'll see y'all on online on social media. Check in with you. I love you all, fam. Peace. Take care. Talk to you soon. See you tomorrow, same time.